From New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students, this is your school news.
Welcome to your school news. I'm Meg Pewitt.
And I'm Christopher Bennett, topping your newscast. Holly Tree Arts Night celebration. Murrayville introduces historical figures. And summer camp offering now open.
Our top story this week. It was a big night at Holly Tree Elementary as the school celebrated spring with a wonderful night of arts. The school cafeteria was turned into a fantastic arts gallery and the auditorium was transformed into a concert hall. And the whole night was a magical celebration for the families, teachers, and staff at Holly Tree. We get a complete report on the evening from YSN reporter Mary Hull.
It was an amazing night where creativity sprang forth in a host of incredible and truly brilliant ways. It was Holly Tree Elementary's annual art night. This year's theme, inspired by our hometown, took hold of every inch of the school. From the time you entered the building, you were met by a marvelous Airly Garden-themed hallway, with live oak limbs overhanging covered in Spanish moss.
Well, we were lucky enough to have Airly Gardens, of course, and just having those ancient live oaks and just the environment that creates and the history and Minnie Evans art and just trying to recreate some of that here at Holly Tree and celebrate.
All year, the students at Holly Tree have looked at how much they really are doing while they create something based on a theme. Each day, they discussed, did research, made notes, and sketched before they created their art. Each student was able to see how their ideas changed, improved, or remained the same throughout the process.
I did the Cape Fear River, but I saw this thing that looked like Paris, France, so I got inspired by that.
I liked designing it because I like designing things and I love art and I really like doing this.
Holly Tree's art night wasn't just filled with beautiful things to see, but also to hear. Throughout the year, 1st and 3rd grade students studied, rehearsed, and created rhythms. This year, the students became lyricists as they created songs to connect to their hometown. Students took the stage and brought to life their musical creation in a tune-filled concert. Holly Tree's art night wasn't just a magical night for parents, but it was also one for the students.
We sang a song and we all individually wrote the lyrics as a class, and we sung the lyrics individually when we were singing the song. So we wrote the lyrics. Basically, we thought of ideas for our themes. So one was like downtown, the battleship, the beaches, and we each thought of things that we could do at those beaches. And so when we came up with those ideas, we started writing the lyrics based on what we had down on like a list, and that's how we wrote the lyrics.
Once again, Holly Tree's art night was a huge success, one that inspires students to enjoy creating music and art in an uninhibited way. Reporting for your school news, this is Mary Hull.
Some famous celebrities and important figures in history came to life at Murrayville Elementary School. It was all a part of Murrayville's Living Wax Museum. Over 100 3rd grade students each selected a person to research and portray. Students then stood at attention as parents, guests, and students fled by. When asked, the students came to life, sharing important facts about the person. The project was all a part of helping the students develop public speaking skills, and they had a great time becoming the famous individuals instead of just reading about them.
My character is Theodore Roosevelt, and in his childhood, he was born on October 27th, 1858, and his mother loved to read to him. And so his mother loved to read to him, and he also loved to read and draw pictures.
I am Princess Diana, and I am the Princess of England. I was born July 1st, 1961, and I was very helpful because I helped a lot of charities.
I'm Albert Einstein, and the reason I picked this character is because he's smart, and I was smart in math, and he was smart in math, and he started teaching himself. So that's what inspired me to try doing that.
Students at Murrayville portrayed famous people from the past and the present who advocated for human rights, animal rights, scientific discoveries, military and sports moments, and more. George Washington, Martin Luther King Jr., General George Patton, Betty Ross, and even Princess Diana were all on display at the Students' Living Wax Museum. The students have been working on their projects for almost a whole month, and then parents or other students stopped at the station. You could see their faces shining so bright as they came alive with details on their historical character.
New Hanover County Schools' summer arts enrichment camps continue to grow and provide excellent opportunities for the students of the district and the surrounding areas. This summer, the school system is offering camps in music, art, drama, technology, AIG, and early college. There are 9 elementary school camps. They are Bradley Creek Adventures and Art Camp, Forest Hills AIG Design Maglev Camp, Forest Hills AIG Secret Spy Camp, Forest Hills AIG Slick Solution Camp, Forest Hills AIG STEM Camp, Holly Tree Arts Day Camp, Murrayville Steel Drum Camp, Parsley Pottery and Art Camp, and Winter Park Musical Theater Camp. There are 6 middle school summer camps. They are Murrayville Middle School Art Camp, Murray Middle School Jazz Camp, Williston AIG Sloppy Coffee Camp, Hoggard High School Band Camp, New Hanover High School Drumline Camp, and New Hanover High School Drawing and Painting Camp. Course offering details, tuition, payment options, and more are available online at www.nhcs.net. Just look for the Summer Arts Camp Enrichment logo on the main page.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Welcome back to Your School News. I'm Christopher Bennett. Holly Shelter Middle School students received a taste of their financial futures when the State Employees Credit Union brought this simulation, The Reality of Money, to classes. SECU representatives joined Ms. Morgan's 8th grade class business elective. Each student was assigned a profession along with an income and family size. Students then had to make choices for their housing, transportation, and living expenses to determine what they could afford monthly.
I learned a lot about like finance and stuff and like what having kids can do to you. Because you want to have kids because they cost a lot of money. And like the things you have to choose to get depending on like your amount of income. Like, so whether you want like a smartphone or not, or a nice car.
Something that definitely surprised me is how little I had over after all the things that I did this month, such as just the simple things such as getting a car and car payments, insurance, house payment. Just a little amount that I had over and how interesting that was.
Students reviewed their monthly expenses and evaluated whether they were in the positive or negative, and considered the causes. Individual students' housing and transportation costs were affected by their credit rating, assigned that at random. Then life's surprises were tossed in the mix as the students faced car accidents, speeding tickets, broken plumbing, and illnesses. Opportunities like this one to learn financial literacy combined with mathematics in schools show students how important it is to understand the importance and value of money and recognize the math that underpins consumers and financial literacy in everyone's life.
UNCW's Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship hosted a group of industrious North Carolina high schoolers as they pitched business proposals April 21st. The students, all finalists in the 3rd Annual Chancellor's High School Innovation and Entrepreneurship Competition, had only 6 minutes to convince a panel of judges that their team's enterprise was the best. Students from 18 southeastern North Carolina counties were invited to participate in the competition. With 6 teams of students making it into this week's finals, after careful deliberation, judges awarded first prize in the business concept track to the team from Isaac Bear Early College and first prize in the nonprofit track to West Columbus High School. New Hanover County School winners in individual categories were in the Business Concept for Profit track. First place, Stefano Dugwowski and Max Stuman from Isaac Bear Early College. And in second place, from Laney High School, were Lily Koyman and Casey Cummings. In the Social Enterprise Nonprofit track, third place honors went to Hoggard High students Michaela Parnell and Elizabeth McDonald. First place winners received $1,500 in cash, second place winners $1,000, third place winners $500. Winners also received trophies and a copy of The Lean Entrepreneur, a book by Brant Cooper and Patrick Vleskowicz.
The Hoggard baseball team set up a booth outside Harris Teeter at Longleaf Mall to collect food in support of Alex Newsom's food drive. All contributors of food or funds will be donated to Nourish NC, a nonprofit that operates in New Hanover County. The mission of Nourish NC is to provide healthy food to hungry children, empower them to succeed in their classrooms and in their communities. Their goal is to enhance children's health and well-being by preventing the disastrous consequences of child hunger. Nourish NC programs include a backpack program that provides children with food over the weekends and school breaks, and emergency food pantries for children. Multiple schools in the county have held these food drives in honor of Alex Newsom and in support of Nourish NC. The Hoggard students were proud to be able to help support this cause in their own way. They raised additional food and funds with the help of the Hoggard school community.
Check out these training stories on the school system's website. Students from Ogden Elementary recently spent the day at Masonboro Island learning about our marine ecosystem. Kindergarten students toured the NC Aquarium at Fort Fisher. Students from Hoggard High School attended the Latin Convention at UNC Chapel Hill.
And always trending is your school news on Facebook and Twitter.